Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. The Ruger 1022 has been an icon in the gun world. It was released back in the early to mid 60s and people have loved the Ruger 1022. Many different variants were created throughout the years. Ruger continues to improve upon the 1022 with many models, and shooters consider it the best 22 auto-loading rifle ever produced. And I'm not going to argue that point. There's no doubt about that. Now, you recall, just recently, Ruger released the RXM, and they said that this was a collaboration between Ruger and Magpul, and many other firearms would include a collaboration with Magpul. They've partnered up, and what I'm about to show you, I consider one of the best, if not the best, user-friendly anyways, 1022s out there. And I am super excited to show you this. It's called the 1022 Carbon Fiber, and if you look at that, it has a black stock that is made by Magpul with white speckles throughout, and check out that barrel. Very unique, very different, very lightweight. This in total weighs 3.5 pounds. That's what Ruger said on the site, and I verified it on my scale. But the stock is called an MOE X22 stock. It is, as I said, made by Magpul. It is very user-friendly. It makes it light. You can see it has a sling mount back here and in the front fore end of the stock. And they have a texture right along where your hand grips here. It's called TSP texture. It's Magpul's way of saying that, hey, it's not slippery like some of the factory wood that was included and that a lot of people love, but they are expanding to firearms like this. But that's what it looks like. Now, it is extremely light, very user-friendly. The barrel is a 16.1 inch cold hammer forged barrel that is tensioned with actual carbon fiber, and that also has a very unique look to it. You look at it right there, the action remains the same, and that's good because it has been very reliable throughout the years. Ruger basically raised the bar with the 1022 receiver, and a lot of companies work with Ruger to get their hands on that for their own models of 22. But when they came out with this one, I said they have something super special. The trigger, they are calling a BX trigger. It is factory set at 2.5 to 3 pounds. And it is very easy to use. But before I get into that, I want to show you the ambidextrous magazine release. Right under the trigger guard, you can access the magazine release on each side, but you just push forward and out comes the rotary mag. This also is an icon. 10 round rotary mag, very reliable, excellent feeding, and the longer BX25 mags will work there if you don't mind an extension coming down off your rifle, if you're not bench resting it or anything like that. But it is very lightweight, very user-friendly. It has zero recoil, as you know, but for those who don't, the 22 has no recoil. Excellent training tool, excellent small game, plinking, hunting, you name it. Anything that anybody would use the 1022 for, you could certainly use this. Now in the front of the trigger guard, it also has a cross bolt safety right there. And you add all that together and you have the 1022 carbon fiber. Known to be extremely accurate, known to be very reliable, known to be a lot of fun at the range. And I'm going to show you this at the range very shortly, but I wanted to give you a little heads up at what Ruger's coming out with, and the collaboration with Magpul continues. And this 1022 is super cool. Now you're wondering, what's the MSRP on this? Ruger has this listed for $649. And if you know much about carbon fiber, you know that it's not cheap. You look at the barrel, it looks thick, but it's very lightweight. And like I said, 3.5 pounds, easy to tote around. It's going to be very light for you. You think about a kid that wants to get involved in shooting, the last thing they want is something heavy, something hard to hold. You align this with your shoulder, you look at that optic, and you're pretty well good to go with the 1022 carbon fiber. I like the can that could be at, I should say. I like the threaded barrel. It's got a thread cap on there. I think they did a fine job with that, and I am pretty excited because I love the 1022. I love what Ruger has done with it, but I think this one is the coolest one to date. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.